Hey, what is going on, guys? Fetsus here, and today I'm bringing you guys another, well, rather my first ever gameplay commentary over on the Volt Pub Stomping channel. So, pretty cool opportunity I was given. I actually am a commentator for We Are Doom Clan and TapX Studios, but the way that Volt's working right now is they're trying to work together with other pub stomping channels to really grow their channel, which I think is a really smart idea, especially after the closure of AMP and them having to start from scratch. I think they've been growing pretty rapidly, actually, so I'm happy to be a part of this team, and I think that working together with other channels is a good idea, and I'm happy to be over here bringing you guys my sexy and seducing voice over the solo triple KEM you guys are watching in the background by Volt Black Sharp. So, like I said, it is a solo triple KEM on the map Fallen using the AK-12, so a few things to go over there. First of all, Flooded isn't a map you guys see pretty much at all. Even the really bad maps like Stonehaven and Chasm, they come up occasionally, but Flooded is really a map I haven't seen at all in any Call of Duty gameplay commentaries. So the fact that he was able to get a solo triple KEM, which is not something that's still very common, it hasn't become really oversaturated like double KEMs have, because getting 3 KEMs in a game is pretty tough. When you're going for a double KEM, you can really get, like, you know, the first 5 minutes get a KEM, second 5 minutes get like another 5-minute KEM. And, you know, that's pretty easy. But when you're getting a triple KEM, you know, at least one of the KEMs is going to have to be pretty fast. So, and there's so many different factors that go into Call of Duty Ghost, especially when you're playing solo. There's so many factors that you really just can't do anything about. You have to rely on just luck, pretty much. But whether it's your team, who you're playing against, holding down spawns, making sure that the game doesn't end too fast. There's just so many things you have to rely on, or rather that you really can't rely on, that makes solo triple KEMs pretty impressive. So I want to make sure you guys go down into the description and check out Volt Black Sharp's channel. Remember to check out my channel as well if you guys enjoyed my sexy and seducing voice. So first of all, what I want to talk to you guys about today is some movies that are coming out or have come out already this year that I'm pretty excited to see. First of all, I want to say that the way my commentary style is, I do everything kind of off the top of my head, so I don't script my commentaries at all. That's why, if this kind of seems like a rant or anything like that, that's why I don't type up my commentaries. I don't just read them off my screen, which I personally don't like. I don't like listening to commentaries that feel really rehearsed or, you know, typed up, like they're writing that shit in like MLA format and citing it and everything. I just don't like commentaries like that, so I'm not going to do commentaries like that. And I think kind of having a commentary where it seems like I'm having a one-on-one conversation with you seems to be working out for my channel, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. Also, down in the comments, I want to make sure you guys let me know what movies you guys are excited for this year. And if we can go for 350 likes on my first ever video on Volt Pub Stomping, that would be absolutely insane. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the first movie that I want to talk about is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And I just saw this movie last night, and I have to say this is by far my favorite Marvel movie that's come out. So it's above Avengers, above Iron Man 2, it's above all those movies. This is personally one of my favorite Marvel movies they've made. And the first Captain America movie was really a hit or miss for most people. Most people didn't like the switching between the two time eras. I personally didn't mind it at all because I really do like the World War II setting. So having a Marvel character like Captain America thrown into it, I thought was a really cool idea. And I could see where people complain that the first half of the movie was really good and the second half kind of fell apart. I do see that, but I personally liked it throughout. So I was really excited going into this movie, and, you know, it broke some records. It actually, Captain America: The Winter Soldier helped shoot the Marvel Cinematic Universe up to the #1 spot on the top grossing franchises of all time, which is absolutely insane. I think it's way over, it's like $2.5 billion that Marvel movies have made, and there's only been 9 in the, like, technical Marvel movies that are owned by Disney, so that's like all the Avengers movies. So that's pretty cool. Did really well in theaters. I believe $80 million in its first weekend here in the U.S., which is absolutely crazy. I believe it's up to like $400 million global. So that's pretty cool. And it was a really good movie, and I recommend you see it. I'm not going to give away any spoilers on it, but, you know, really cool movie. It introduced some new characters, and the after credits Easter egg was absolutely insane. So make sure you stick around for that when you watch the movie, not this video. Another superhero movie that's coming out pretty soon, May 2nd actually, is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was a huge fan of the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, and I've been excited ever since seeing that movie for this trilogy. I like how they did a new take on it. They're doing the more kind of scientific approach, and also Emma Stone is fucking hot. I mean, I think we can all agree on that. So, pretty excited to see this one. I just hope it doesn't fall into the same trap that's the Spider-Man 3 from the original trilogy fell into, which was that they're trying to bite off more than they could chew, where they're having too many villains, because I know this one's got Rhino, Electro, and the Green Goblin in it, and, you know, who knows who else. They're probably going to have some other, like, little Easter eggs. I know they're going to be hyping up a Sinister Six movie along with Venom, so those guys are probably going to be mentioned in this movie as well. But I hope it still turns out okay. No reviews I've seen have come in yet, obviously because the movie doesn't come out until May 2nd, but those should be rolling in pretty soon. Another movie coming out in May that I'm pretty excited for is Godzilla. So actually, there hasn't been a good American Godzilla movie in a very long time. Japan's really good Godzilla movies have been, because that's obviously where it originated from. And I personally don't like watching subtitled movies. I don't like reading my movies. I like to watch them. Even though I know the content's really good and it's pretty cool to look at, I would prefer a dubbed version of it, but I really haven't taken the time to really find one, to be honest. But the last Godzilla movie we had that came out in America was, I believe, it was just called Godzilla, that came out in, I want to say, 1999 or 2000. That movie's absolutely horrible. They went the horror route, which I don't think really works for Godzilla. It worked for a movie like Cloverfield, which is similar to a Godzilla movie in a way. I really liked that movie because it was like, I wouldn't say the original found footage movie, but it kind of set off these like monster movies that were found footage. But the Godzilla movie from the 1990s was absolutely awful, just because the effects back then weren't as good either, and they were going like, you know, Godzilla's this giant monster, he's just trying to destroy everyone. I didn't like that. I think it works better when he's an anti-hero. Obviously, he can't speak or communicate, and yes, he's gonna destroy shit, but he does take out the monsters that come down to Earth, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping they have a bunch of monsters actually in this movie, because I know over in Japan they recently had like a Godzilla versus fucking everything, like Mecha Godzilla, Mothra, Jet Jaguar, all those guys. They had a movie with like all of them. They fought on like a planet. So I'm hoping we get something similar to that. And I hope the human side of this movie is a lot better than the one from the 90s. I know Bryan Cranston's in it from Breaking Bad. He played Walter White. So I already know the acting is going to be good. I just hope the story fits as well. Another movie coming out this year is Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to say that comes out in August. I'm not sure. I originally thought this movie was coming out in June, so I was really excited. But I think it does come out in August. This is the next Marvel movie after Captain America. And I believe it is the last Marvel movie before Avengers 2 comes out in 2015. So I'm pretty excited for it. I haven't read too many of the comics for Guardians of the Galaxy, but from what I've heard, there is a huge emphasis on like being funny and comedy, but it's got a good mix of action, which Marvel's been pretty good at. Avengers had some like really good funny moments in there, and I think like them working it as a family-friendly movie, not exactly family-friendly, but you know, a lot of families went to see that movie. They didn't make it like super violent, and they threw in some funny parts. I think Marvel has been really good with that. Given their relationship with Disney, obviously they're going to want to make the movies appropriate for everyone to watch. So I'm pretty excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy, because it's kind of a fresh story. A lot of the other superheroes, I've kind of read their origin stories. I've heard it all before, and I know they give their own little spins on it, but I'm glad to see that they're coming out with an original and fresh story, or at least to me. So that's all the time I have left for this gameplay commentary. Remember to leave a like and see if we can get the 350 likes like I said before. Remember to go down to the description and check out Volt Blacksharp's channel and to check out for more Beast gameplays from him. I hope you guys leave a like for the solo triple KEM you guys watched. And if you enjoyed my sexy and seducing voice over the gameplay, remember to check out my channel as well. Also, remember to drop a comment on what movies you guys are excited for, like I mentioned before. That's all the time I have left. Peace.